We would grate this cheese, like finely put chili powder in the cheese, mix it with mayo, put it on bread, and put it in the microwave, and then just feed us that. And when we were like these grade 6 boys obsessed with her, we were like,
Was it tasty?
bro, it was delicious. I should
brand
try it
new
again.
is
I think you should try it. This thing is wild, but this has got to be R1 million.
Dude, can you see what brand it is?
What?
Digi Design. Inbox 2.
Oh, really? Do we still have that?
Yeah, it's still plugged into the old PC. In case we need anything off of there.
And Matt
very
probably got it from around here because he came to Academy of Sound Engineering.
100%. Is that who it is, Matt, eh? I don't even know.
Who's Matt?
The guy that gave us our first sound card to start producing.
When was that?
About 2008.
You were 11.
Yeah.
So, I mean, were you like super interested in like becoming a DJ already at like 11 years old?
Yeah, in grade 6 I was already starting to experiment with tunes and stuff.
Wow. And were you already DJing by that point?
Full blown. Clubs.
What's the
H2O,
age gap again?
8 years.
That's wild.
So you must know when he was 11, I was 19 playing H2O already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Playing in all the clubs in Pretoria.
Still remember asking, like, I got my first gig in grade 6, and my parents would be like, no. The rule is, Kyle had his first in grade 7, you have to wait till grade 7. I was like,
So was your first gig in grade 7?
Yeah.
What were you playing? Do you
It was
remember?
the 21st
Well, actually,
birthday
do you
party.
want to save it for the... You could...
We've started.
Oh,
There, we've started. What are you doing?
sorry.
We're on it, baby.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Did you not feel my segue? That was the most unbelievable segue on planet. They didn't even know they were being interviewed.
man.
I'm a pro!
He's like it. That was some...
Yeah, I was on it, baby. You know, but we good. I mean, this is cool. Keep this in. This is hilarious.
Okay.
I can't do no small talk, no small talk. I'm not with the small talk. Can't be with the small talk.
So it was the 21st.
It was the 21st birthday, one of my school teachers' daughter, and we actually bumped into
That's
the other
Mrs. Miller.
Mrs. Miller's
inappropriate,
daughter.
isn't it?
No, it's very appropriate because we saw her the other day, and she's like in her-
recently?
yeah, like a month or two ago, and she's
Yeah?
like in her 40s now. And I played at her 21st birthday, and I was a 13-year-old boy, and they allowed me to play. Then I started doing all the school discos and stuff like that.
What did you play? What was your
Back
set
then,
like?
we got all these MP3 CDs from my mom's friend's son, and it was like such old Blue, like Eiffel 65 and all that sort of
Epic.
stuff. Yeah, Sandstorm. And then there was all like the Bryan Adams, like Summer of 69 and all that sort of stuff that I would be playing, the Casper Slide and
Wow.
proper wedding
Yeah.
40th music. Yeah.
That's crazy. As a 13-year-old, why? Like, what was your interest in DJing?
So because my dad was a DJ when he was younger. I don't know that. You see.
Mind blowing. Mind blowing. Mind blowing. Okay.
Because our dad was a DJ when he was younger, when he used to have house parties, and I spoke to him about this the other day, and I pointed in his face and I said, it was you. It was you. Because I figured out that when he was my age, that I am right now, I was like 12. Okay? And the house parties I throw right now, he was throwing back then. But there was a 12-year-old in the house. So who was pouring the shots and who was playing the music? Kippy over
Here
here.
we go.
Kippy.
That is so
they
wild.
had
New
this
name is Kippy.
Yeah.
They had this program called Atomics and PC DJ and Winamp. So you'd have all these 35-year-old mates there,
Yeah.
and I would be pouring them their shots, and I would be playing all their music for them.
Yeah.
The lady, hear me tonight, all that sort of stuff.
That's wild.
That's why my music knowledge is so vast from
Yeah.
what they were listening to back in the early 90s.
Yeah.
And my passion for
That's
music
iconic.
was like crazy as a little tiny little boy.
Yeah.
So when I turned 13, my dad bought me a sound system to start DJing. Yeah,
And you were on it.
I was on it.
So then, I mean, you're growing up because it's an 8-year age gap. I mean, that's quite big.
Yeah, Carl's 12. What
He
am I?
was 5,
Yeah.
5, yeah. So, like,
4.
you probably
Yeah,
are.
4, 5.
You probably don't really remember his first gig, or maybe you do.
No, not at
But
all.
like, I mean, you grow up in this household. Dad's a DJ, brother's a DJ, and it all starts happening to you. Now, your brother's playing at H2 at 19, you're 11, 12 years old. Are you already in your head going, that's my dream?
100%. I think, a big thing in our family, playing music for people is a thing.
Yeah.
And my dad still now, when people come over, he puts on YouTube and he starts
Worse than us.
playing them. Hey,
He's
listen to the
worse
song
than
I
us.
found. Listen to this thing. But it's a bit of an addiction.
Yeah.
The feeling you get when you play someone music or play someone something you found and watching them react to it, it's like addictive. And I watched that growing up, and then at the same time was introduced to music production. And I think that's what really hooked me in.
Yeah.
Like when I saw, okay, so this is actually how music is made,
Yeah.
and being super into computers and that sort of thing, I was like, whoa, I think this is my calling.
Yeah. Did you ever consider just leaving high school and just being like, I'm out? Or would dad never allow that?
Nah, but I wouldn't have allowed it either. Like, I had like split goals. Like
Yeah.
one half of me wanted to be this world famous DJ, and the other half wanted to be a computer programmer.
Oh, wow. Do
Yeah.
you still like computer programming now?
No, I haven't.
Nothing interests you. Yeah.
I got
you don't go to ChatGPT like, build me something.
No. I got through like 6 months of a BSc in comp sci, and I was like,
Nah, not for me.
nope, can't do this anymore. Changed to a BCom. And that was it.
Nice. Did you finish a BCom?
Yeah.
Nice, bro.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's huge. When did it all happen? I got you, but hit me. When did it all happen? When did you, Kyle's older brother, or even you, Austin, go like, okay, we need to start gigging together?
I realized it when I saw what I was doing in the industry, and I saw Austin's passion. We started like, what was the year? How old were you?
Well,
Were you 16 or 17?
in my head, it was about 2013, around there. I was making a lot of music independently, and I was even releasing it. It was doing quite fairly decently, and I was nagging Carl. I was like, dude, come sit with me. Because I think you hadn't made a tune for a while then.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, come sit with me. Let's work on a track together. And then we started making those little, like, that Moose T remix and the Eminem.
Yes.
And then we put on that CD and we drove to Durban. I was in grade 11. And I came with you to those, like, there's like Margate
the Margate
gigs.
parties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Catch that.
No,
Hey,
Margate.
Sorry. I'll fight you, bruh. I don't care.
It just recorded
So I
that whole
think
sentence.
that's the answer to it. I think when I saw that Austin was just as passionate as me about the music industry, I realized that the synergy that we had as brothers alone, because even if you take music out of us, me and Austin are like this the whole day. It's
Yeah.
like wherever we are,
Yeah,
we do.
it's like
We've got this thing.
completing
That's
each
why.
other's sentences.
Shout out to my parents. People always are like, "Are you guys twins?" And I'm like, "There's
Yeah.
an 8-year gap."
Yeah.
And,
One.
That's so cool. I mean, I think like from what I was at your wedding as well, which was so beautiful. And what I picked up immediately was like how important family is to you guys. Because like also what I love is the fact that like when you guys go and gig, it's not just you guys. It's like an entourage.
Yeah.
It's an entourage of the Cassims.
all
it's
we need is my
friends,
granny, and then it's like,
it's a family reunion. Like how, like, if you take a step back and you take yourself out of the situation, you look at that sense that you can do this as a family. How special is that?
no, that's what it's about. At
It's
the end of the
literally
day.
what
It's
it's about. I was thinking about it this morning. I was like, yo, I miss mom and dad. And I was like, well, I haven't seen them for like 3 days. And I think that's how we are.
Oh, did you not get phoned and shouted at this morning because we haven't visited in 3 days?
Oh, no, I haven't got that phone call.
No, I got the phone call this
You'll
morning.
get it this
I
afternoon.
got it. I got it already.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Carl, when you got to 5, like, was that validation for you when you started presenting at 5FM? Because I know, like, for you, like, in my mind, you're my DJ of 5. Like, I've been listening to 5. You've been here pretty much the entire time that I've listened to 5. There's people before you that you would have looked at and gone,
Yes.
like, I want to be like that person. Like, was that like a huge validation for you when you arrived here?
So it was. It kind of said was like God in the universe saying, okay, you chose the right path. Because when I was 13 and I met Sasha Martinengo and Mark Pilgrim, they signed my shirts. I don't know if you know the whole story.
No.
So I went to a beer fest with my dad, and my dad went to the DJ box, and he said to Sasha, and he said to Mark, it's my son's 13th birthday today. And they're like, he can come stand in with us. I still remember, 21 years ago, I still remember the exact mix they did. It was Daniel Bedingfield, Got to Get Through This, and a track called Points of View by Boulevard. And they mixed it in like that. And I started copying that mix at 13. Right.
Wow.
They signed my shirt that day and said, "Dear Kyle, keep up the passion, keep doing what you do." Because I told them that day I wanted to be a 5FM presenter. So that's what I chased my whole life.
Yeah.
From watching Fresh to Roger to Euphonic to Gareth, I was like, this is what I want to do. And my mom one day called me aside and she said, "You do realize that there's only one Gareth Cliff and there's only one Fresh." And me, being a snotty teenager, turned around to her and I said, "Well, there's only one Carl Cassim."
That's what I'm saying. Net Ian. I think that's how you say it.
And like, she was taken back by then. And I think she probably sat down and went, okay, well, he's got the confidence.
Yeah.
And I gave up varsity for it. I dropped out of university and I carried on with my music. And when I did get hired by Justine Cullinan in 2016, it was like, okay, this was the right move.
Yeah. That's epic.
So yeah, it was that validation that I'd picked the right path.
That's so cool. I mean, now you guys get to do it as well. I mean, Austin, you've joined us this year as well.
Yeah.
So cool. I mean, I listen to your show often. I don't know why I'm always in the car between 6 and 7 on a Saturday.
It's a good time.
But I am. You know what I'm saying? How's that been for you? How's that experience been? Because I mean, you were at a previous station doing a few things here and there. Now to have like your own show on 5FM, like how does that feel?
It still doesn't feel real. Like it's honestly every single Saturday when it's like, oh, I've got my show. It feels like the first time, put it that way. Obviously, I was at another station for quite a while, like 3 years, maybe almost 4 years before coming here. But I sort of broke away from that station and I was like, this isn't serving me.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to sort of follow through with the passion, follow through with the music and keep doing what I'm doing. And I'm just going to let the next thing come to me.
Yeah.
In that case. And then, one day Mike called me up and he was like, how would you like your own show on 5FM? And it still doesn't feel real.
Yeah.
Like sitting in that studio every Saturday and opening up for Carl, it's like, it's weird. It's like a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's so cool. You guys perform together a lot. What's the obsession with Mozambique?
We love Mozambique.
We
They
love
us.
Mozambique.
They love
Mozambique
you more.
Loves us. We love their food. Their beer loves us. We love their people. It's bro.
Because I can't
You know
tell
what?
you how much
South Africa be better.
I can't tell how much I love like on a Monday when we see each other often, Carl, and you come with stories from Mozambique. It's like my favorite thing to play. Watching Oak's stories, because I mean I love Mozambique. Mozambique is probably one of my favorite countries. Like, how did that all begin? Because I mean, you know, you guys have gigged all over the world, and not to say that Mozambique is random, but it's random. You know, I don't know many other DJs who go and gig there.
You know what the thing is? Like, they appreciate our sound, and we've built such a network with them. 11 years ago, Royal K got asked to bring an up-and-coming South African DJ to Mozambique, and he picked me.
Wow.
And he took me there, and the rest is history. I played there, and they kind of fell in love with the music I play.
Epic.
Couple years later, they brought Austin. Then CINIMIN was born, and then it was just like, if we could play there every month, we would. We don't have the availability.
We almost do
Yeah.
sometimes.
Sometimes we do. Sometimes we play there like 2 weeks in a row. And it's just like their culture just aligns so much with what we do as artists. It's 8 o'clock in the morning and they're still raving. And we're like, yes, we love you guys. More. You know, in South Africa, like by 2, 3, 4 o'clock, people are like tired. They're like, okay, we got to go home. 4 o'clock, they're waking up. They want to jawl. They're
That's
like,
awesome.
play harder,
Yeah.
bang the music, let's go, open another beer. And we're like, we live for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the best.
That's so cool. You're recently in Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Like, I mean, I don't know enough about your guys' history if you've performed across different places. But for me in my mind, I go like CINIMIN, Carl and Austin, like these two incredible humans to go and like share your talent overseas in Europe. And arguably, I mean, Amsterdam is one of like the central points.
It's one of the hubs.
It's one of the
it
hubs,
is,
right?
it is,
So I mean, how is that? I mean, how did it happen? And is this like the next step? Are we continuously going international?
So
That's definitely step one. Yeah.
I must tell you, the guys upstairs know about this, but a few months ago I spoke to Goldfish because we're good friends with them.
Yeah.
From being a super fan
Yeah.
to becoming mates with Goldfish, I've toured around the country with them a couple of times.
Yeah.
I spoke to them and they're like, no, we're doing ADE, and we were chatting. They're like, why doesn't CINIMIN come and play? And they're like, we're going to try and make this happen for you guys. I was like, dude, if you guys do that, like the Goldfish shows in ADE are ridiculous.
Yeah.
They sold out. It's thousands of people and everyone stands queuing to get in. So I didn't tell Austin. I was
Yeah.
like, I want to surprise my brother.
I'm like
with
the only
this.
one who didn't know.
My mom knew, Rio knew, Mike knew, my dad knew, everyone knew except
Like
for Austin.
the day I found out, like we were at a dinner, and I like was like, guys, we have a big announcement. CINIMIN's got its first show at ADE Amsterdam. Everyone's like, yeah, cheers. We knew, and I'm like, what?
So
So he organized.
I was
Happy
making,
birthday to me.
I was making provision for this with the family and upstairs
Yeah.
for us to go overseas. And I wanted it to be such a big surprise for Austin, which
Yeah.
it was. Because when the email came in, I didn't say anything to him. I just sent him the contract saying, check this out. Goldfish invites CINIMIN to come play Amsterdam.
Yeah, all the visa
That's
information
so
and stuff like
cool.
that. It was literally also like that week went so fast. I wish we could just go back
Yeah.
and relive
Yeah.
it, because that week was just so insane. It was probably the most connections and most networking we've done in our lives.
Yo.
Considering we've been to AD a few times, but now playing at it was just next
Different
level.
ball game. Yeah.
Because when you go there and you're an attendee and you network versus playing there and networking, people treat
Yeah.
you a lot differently.
Yeah.
So they're open now to you. They're open to exchanging contacts. They're opening to
Yeah.
listening to your music. Oh, you're playing at Melkweg. Whoa, that's insane.
Melkweg
Yeah.
is an iconic venue in the
Yeah.
world. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, all the biggest artists have played at Melkweg.
Yeah.
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 And I think one of the most surreal moments was us arriving and checking this massive line. And as we're now going through like the little, whatever, side door into the venue, we just hear from the crowd, there they are, that's them. And like we turn around and be like, who's them? Who's them?
Yeah.
And they're like, CINIMIN!
It was you guys.
And
We
these
were like-
girls were like, we love you, CINIMIN. And these are like foreign people. bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
So we were super stoked about that. And we walked inside, and you get your own dressing room at like these big parties.
That's wild. Did you put any dressing room particulars? You know, like
We
jelly
didn't ask
beans.
for anything.
I think we have like,
We were
the
too-
Just
cheesiest-
green jelly beans, Jonathan.
We walked in and it said CINIMIN on the dressing room, and we took our entourage with us. And because ADE is such a big festival, the parties last like 4 hours per party, and then the next
Wow.
party starts at the same venue. So there would be another artist using that dressing room in 2-3 hours time.
Yeah.
And we saw the next person sharing the dressing room with us was Sam Felt.
Yeah, no, unreal.
His rider. So there was this big fridge. The top of the fridge was labeled CINIMIN's rider, and underneath was Sam Felt's rider. He had a better rider than us, but
Yeah, but
Yeah,
The point is,
understandable.
it was surreal. Like me and Austin looked at each other and were like, you know what, this is sick. Like we're here.
that's so
It's
cool.
one of those moments where, you're like, at any given point, if you look at each other, we're both just like smiling from ear
Yeah.
to ear.
Yeah.
Like, whoa,
That's so cool.
this is happening right now. Yeah.
Ugh.
Best sound system I think we've ever played on as
Really?
well.
Wow, it was crazy, man. And my wife made us these massive CINIMIN flags
Yeah.
that we gave out to the crowd, and people were just standing in the crowd with these CINIMIN flags.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was really cool.
That's so cool. Yo, guys, thanks so much for coming through for a little 5 Unscripted. Chatting with CINIMIN, Carl, Austin Cassim, our fearless leaders on Saturday evenings. I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing
love
your
you, man.
stories.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for having us.
This is 5FM.